Hi, I'm Sophia from Wonder Love Lactation, and today we're going to talk about milk supply. Moms usually doubt their milk supply, and generally if you are able to get pregnant and grow a baby and grow a person and have a baby, you'll make milk to feed that baby. One of the most important things to do is frequent removal of colostrum at the beginning, and then after your milk transitions in, frequent, thorough removal of milk on a very regular basis. And your baby will help you with that if you pay attention to their cues. Babies don't eat every 2 to 3 hours. The rare baby that does that on an organized schedule. So anytime your baby's willing, it's okay to try feeding. The more often you try when your baby's calm, the easier latching becomes. There's a lot of supplements out on the market, and they're fine. There's not anything that is going to hurt you as far as drinking a cup of tea or doing those kind of things, but really the way that you make breast milk is to remove breast milk. Your brain will replace what you remove, and the more you remove, the more you replace. So feeding your baby on cue will help you get that good milk supply. Holding your baby will help get that good milk supply. Mothers that have exclusively pumped, if your baby was sick when they got here, can tell you sometimes it's a lot harder to make milk for the pump than it is for your baby. Your baby is a much cuter pump than the pump. If you have a baby in special care, work with lactation at your hospital to help you get that good milk supply, and go hold your baby and see your baby as much as you're able to if you're able to hold them. That also will help your supply. There are no magic supplements that will make milk come in, but it certainly doesn't hurt to try if you think that will help you. Going to take a supplement, it would be advisable to check with your doctor just to make sure it's okay based on your health. But the magic thing to make milk is hold your baby and feed your baby. As far as your nutrition goes, the only food that you have to limit a little bit is high mercury fish. You can have 6 ounces or less once a week, and those are really big fish that have been in the ocean a long time. But there are no foods that you can't eat when you're breastfeeding otherwise. Your baby's already used to what you like to eat because the flavor's passed in your amniotic fluid. So you can continue to eat your normal diet. And the foods that make you gassy will not make your baby any gassier. Your breast milk is made by your brain. It doesn't go from your tummy to your breast. It goes from your cells to your brain, and your brain produces the milk, and then it goes to your breast. Pumping is one of the ways that you can increase supply. If you have a normal newborn that's eating often, you won't be able to find time to pump. So just let your baby be your pump for the first 3 weeks. If you are struggling with supply, then you want to work with a lactation consultant for a safe way to pump and breastfeed your baby. But if your baby's eating well, they're the pump. If you do have to incorporate pumping, like I said, it's good to work with someone who can help you and guide you and help you develop a good plan that you can follow. There is no need to pump if your baby's eating well, though, for the first 3 weeks. At 3 weeks, you can add in a bottle, and that's when you can start to pump once a day, and you can produce enough milk for that bottle, or however much you produce will be the bottle. And that way your baby can do a bottle and a breastfeed. Complications that are common for moms that need help with breastfeeding are going home with a nipple shield. That's a short-term tool that connects you with your baby when your baby's having trouble latching, but it's not something that you want to use long-term. So it's good to get help in weaning from a nipple shield. Thrush is a complication that a lot of moms experienced if they've had antibiotics or the baby's had antibiotics. Thrush can also have the same symptoms as a baby with a bad latch. So if you're having nipple pain or you're experiencing pain after feedings or during feedings, try and get help instead of just letting it persist. It doesn't get easier and it doesn't get better. And then another thing that you might need help with is if you're having persistent nipple damage or you're seeing blood when you nurse your baby. That's never normal. Pain is not normal when you breastfeed. It may hurt for the first 10 seconds when your baby first latches just because they have a small mouth and they haven't learned to open wide yet. But that pain should go away, and there never should be damage on your nipples. So if you need help, please don't hesitate to call a lactation consultant and get help. Thank you.